The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is... Please note, the new number is...
Welcome to our third video.
And
Here we're actually going to get into the actual steps of what it takes to transform 1% every single day.
absolutely.
And they're 5 steps. So
With one guiding principle.
with one guiding principle, correct.
Yeah.
We try to keep things really simple, otherwise we're never going to get through it. We're never going to get the momentum that we need to roll this change through our business.
Which is the first point. You've got to focus. You've got to focus on the focus, on the focus.
So we big into defining that focus.
Absolutely.
Strategy is changing. What happens in organizations, whether you're large or small, is the beginning of the year, you all sit down in a room and you strategize and you try to figure out a huge plan for the year and what we're going to do to change the world. Most of the time, what you're doing is taking the 90% of things you did not complete the year before and you're bolting on another 90%, and then you're hopefully going to achieve 10% of it.
That sounds like your New Year's resolutions, doesn't it?
No.
There you go. And you failed at those, didn't you? And the reason was because they were too big. And the critical thing here is we're building compounding momentum.
Yeah.
And you've got to be going in one direction. If you're going all over the place, your momentum is going to be conflicted and fighting against itself. And that's why focus is so important. What's your target? What are you trying to achieve?
Simplify it, right? Simplify it. I go into too many organizations who say, guys, we want to be the XYZ, and it just carries on forever. As an entrepreneur, the last 2.5 years, what I've personally learned about getting it right, focus. In our organization, we do 2 things, and we do it very well. And the business keeps on wanting to go everywhere else. 2 little things. So focus is fundamental to the key success of this.
And can we just start at the top here? Because obviously at an organizational level, you've got to have a vision. You've got to have a purpose. You know, in terms of the exponential world, what is your massive transformational purpose? What impact are you trying to have on the world? And these are quite subtle processes, and they're actually very difficult to really define. I mean, you guys might be very clear in your organization, but this is not about making money, because that's not a guiding principle. That's going to say, well, I'm going to go wherever the money is, and you're going to lose the focus. So the first step is you've got to understand where your vision is. What is your purpose, and what are you trying to achieve? And in fact, I think we can do some work with Colin Iles around massive transformational purpose. He does some great stuff there, and we'll build some additional resources into that. The second level is we've obviously got a department. You've got a functionality to do your department, whether it's finance, whether it's marketing. And that functionality has to deliver on the bigger organization's vision or objective that's been trying to achieve here. And that also makes it simpler now, because you know what you've got to achieve as a department. Break that down into tangible goals. You may be a team within a department. What is the objective of that team? Break those objectives down into simpler frameworks so that you can understand exactly what it is, and you can be very clear about where that focus is. Because obviously your team has got to align to your department, which has got to align to the broader vision of the organization. And if they're not in alignment, you're going to start having these conflicting frameworks.
And the most important part is you.
Absolutely.
Right? Think about all of those efforts to get simple, focused targets. What is yours? What are you going to do to help your organization get better?
Absolutely.
What are you going to do to make yourself better? Because things are changing, ladies and gentlemen. In this new world, whether you're studying, whether you're a student, whether you're corporate, whether you're an MD, whether you're starting, this world is changing drastically. We need totally different sets of skills. What are you going to do?
And also, more importantly, what is your personal aspiration? What is your meaning? And I'll never forget, one of the most profound moments I had was when I woke up one morning, walked into my job, and I walked out. Went in to see my boss and said, I can't do this anymore, because I'm living a lie in this organization. My values don't align to what you guys are trying to do. And I hated what I was doing. And I know in many cases it's very, very difficult to do what I did there, but it was a profound moment for me to be able to actually liberate myself and do something and focus on what was important to me. And it makes it very, very difficult, but you can plan for it. If you're under, that was a knee-jerk reaction. It really was. And we were all on good terms.
You don't ever do knee-jerks, Mike.
No, you don't do, no. But you can plan for these changes, and you can build the frameworks and build the momentum to the next steps that you're trying to achieve here. So you've got to understand your focus. And this is a process you've got to go through. This is something that is a very personal framework within where you actually are, the department where you actually are, and the company that you ultimately are in.
So that was video three, right? Guys, Please remember, share comments.
Yes.
When you start figuring out your 1% tasks that you're going to do, post it. When you figure out your own personal changes and how you're going to approach it, post it with hashtag 1% today. So percent is a sign percent, and then 1% challenge.
And if you haven't signed up for the email subscription to this actual framework that we put together, please go to the website and do sign up for it there.
We're going to share a hell of a lot more information.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So please go sign up there, and we'll be sharing as much as we possibly can. We're open sourcing this. Thank you.
Thank you.
We almost forgot to say goodbye there.